Hello everyone, my name is Blue1442, and after 2 years of being lazy, I'm coming back with not a video game review, but instead a book review. Why, you may not ask? Today I'll be looking at a book I came across not too long ago, Imperium Lupi by Adam Browne. Imperium Lupi, published on July 17, 2017, is a book about corruption, espionage, and even racial injustice in a steampunk-esque universe. In this universe, there's a mineral amply named Imperium, which the entire world is run by. Imperium comes in many different shades of colors, really dependent on which state of decay it's in, from the very purest and rarest version of white to the fully decayed and even deadly Black Imperium. In this book, there's this group called the Howlers, which are basically the law who inject a very diluted form of white Imperium into their bloodstream, basically acting as a steroid. This gives them super strength, incredible speed, and even the ability to wield plasma in their hands. This all comes at a cost, however. The white Imperium in their bloodstream also decays into Black Imperium, causing something called the rot. The only way to counteract the pain of the rot is by injecting more white Imperium into your bloodstream, thus starting the decay cycle all over again. And not surprisingly, based on the cover of the book, every character is an anthropomorphic animal. Basic world building aside, unlike other books in the anthro genre, this is a full-fledged novel with over 700 pages in its paper book form. This book took me about 4.5 days to complete, and I really wish I didn't digest it that quickly. I really enjoyed this book. What I really like about this book is the idea of having everyone as an anthropomorphic animal isn't merely used as an artistic decision. All the races, whether it being wolves, hogs, rabbits, they all follow their real-world counterparts, not only aesthetically, but also their personality. Most rabbits get panicked very easily, hogs are docile until provoked, otters take shit from nobody, and wolves are on the top of the food chain. Another thing I really liked about Imperium Lupi was the characters and world that it brought to the table. Like I said before, everything in this world is run by Imperium, whether that be cars, washing machines, hair dryers, even weapons are made out of some sort of Imperium. The city of Lupa has many different pack boundaries, each governed by their own Howler group. For example, the Bloodfangs, Greystones, and Eastbrands. The Howlers even run their own newspapers, each spreading their own type of propaganda onto the citizens of Lupa. This propaganda is the main reason why the Lupins have a very poor opinion on the hyena tribes. Then again, hyenas have a mutual opinion on wolves as well. Because of this, many of the characters in the book are thrust into situations where they might have to decide the fate of the world. This includes a fry cook with an unusual physique, a pair of howlers, one being very outgoing and the other being very timid with a stutter, and one more wolf that's been dubbed by many a hyena lover. Each of these characters and more have their own arcs, fulfilling their own goals, before ultimately reaching the final goal by the end of the book. By the way, at the end of the book, Adam Browne kindly added in a lexicon, so you can look at all the terminology that's being used throughout the book. Examples being what a howler is, what the packs are, even what an Eisenwolf is. And in the front of the book, there's even maps detailing the city of Lupa, the world of Erd, and other sorts of intricacies. Now, there is no such thing as a perfect book. Imperium Lupi is no exception. Even if it's one of the best books I've read in a very long time, there were some glaring flaws that I need to address. For one, it's the perspective of the book. Now, the book is primarily written in a third-person point of view, but there are times when reading, especially in the middle of paragraphs, where the perspective changes to a weird hybrid of first and third. It happens so suddenly at the end of paragraphs that you have to reread the paragraph, or even at worst, the entire page to fully understand what's going on. This only happened once per 2 chapters, but it's enough to have some readers notice it. Now, the second flaw, and I have no idea why, but Adam Browne really loves the word handsome. I mean, seriously, the amount of times it's used in this book was kind of aggravating. It was used so much that for a ridiculous amount of time, I really thought a character was, let's say, flamboyant. There came many times when reading that the mood was almost ruined by me thinking to myself, Browne, stop using that word! The last flaw isn't really so much of a flaw, but more how people in this day and age react. And that is the fact that all the characters in this book is an anthropomorphic animal. Now, I know I sound like a hypocrite for saying that, but no matter what you do, when they see a wolf in armor standing on 2 legs in the front, they will judge a book by its cover. Hell, I even had to explain to my friends that this wasn't a gay military romance novel. With that, the last few chapters, it looked like that a sequel might be in the works, or the ending is totally open to interpretation. For me, personally, I really hope the sequel comes around in the future. Now, even if Imperium Lupi is considered a furry book by all means, I implore you to at least give it a chance and download the sample on Amazon's website. You can buy the digital version on Amazon for around $7, or if you want a more papery feel, you can buy it for $20. If you're more interested in the world of Imperium Lupi, you can take a look at the artwork done by Adam Browne himself on his DeviantArt page, which I'll put either on the screen or down in the description below. He may not call himself an artist, but I'll call him an artist. Again, my name is Blue1442, and thank you for listening.